Hi, everybody. What's up? Welcome to Sunday Nerd Talk, where we're going to be talking about the final episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Can we go with spoilers now?
What?
Can we just say the first spoiler? Is it considered Falcon and the Winter Soldier anymore?
That is true. That was pretty awesome. But
Abby put some makeup on.
the final episode. I have to say, I enjoyed the series. I'm not sad that it's over like I was sad about WandaVision, but I thought it went very good. I have a list of things to talk about. But I thought we could go from person to person. Everyone can kind of say how they feel about the episode. And then, Jeff's like dancing in the back. Look at
Oh my gosh. Mylene's teaching him some dance steps, I guess.
Dad's having the time of his life down there.
They're having a fun time. So I was thinking, Dad and Jeff can kind of talk about how they feel about the episode, and then they can go and do their thing. Because I know they've got places to be and things to do.
Jeff doesn't want to be on stream. He said that people are not going to like his opinion, so.
All right. Well,
really?
That's what he said.
If
I
he's got
haven't even talked to him.
opinions, who knows? So, Russ, what did you think of the episode? I'm going to mute Dad.
I thought it was okay. It wasn't my favorite episode. Obviously, all of the it's the ending. So, lots and lots of action, which I know Andrew will probably hate.
Yeah. Fast forward.
But it also, I thought it was a good ending to the story. I thought, it answered all the questions, but then left it open for new things coming later. We got, the answers to, who people were and what they were doing, and it leaves it open now for the U.S. Agent show, the Walker show. So
yeah.
I think it's going to be like Walker Texas Ranger, but he'll be the U.S. Agent, and
Oh gosh.
But no, I thought I enjoyed it. It was, again, it's a good ending to this story. So yeah,
Definitely. Dad's trying to unmute himself when I'm the one who muted him.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe that picture looks really good. So.
Oh, he's flipping it around. That's what he
So,
said.
Ange, Abby, what did you guys think?
I'll let you go first.
I liked it. I couldn't decide whether I wanted some things to happen or others to not happen. It was certain characters I wanted something to happen, other characters I didn't want it to happen. It was I had mixed emotions on what I wanted.
Hey,
Carly.
ask
Carly.
Mel what she thought of the episode.
Belle! Sorry. I got very excited. Sorry. Really quick, Brian Eisenhart is not currently here. Brian Eisenhart commented at 3 a.m. because I accidentally scheduled the stream for 3 a.m. and not 3 p.m.
Yeah.
I am very sorry for everyone who got that notification. So that probably means that the notification for this stream probably did not go out.
By the way, I can unmute myself, so.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Will, hello.
I did get your notification. So
I just got it too.
Okay, that's good. And Garrett, hello. So yeah, Abby and Ange, continue with how you felt.
Okay, so you done?
You have to go.
Yeah, so I really liked it. I may or may not have cried at a few points in the episode. So, but it was good. What?
When did you cry?
So I cried when he showed him that statue that they put.
That was really great.
And then when all the people were just so excited to see Captain America, that was emotional. I'm not sure why, but
When they said that's Falcon, they said no, that's Captain America.
yeah, I
was
teared
great.
up, but I did cry at that point with his statue and stuff. That was really emotional. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good episode. There was a lot of fighting, which again, I'm not a huge fan of all that. But we also watched Infinity War and Endgame last night, and there was a lot of fighting in
Yeah,
that.
because
Yeah.
we turned the normal TV back on.
Oh,
The channel that we were on, they were doing like a Marvel marathon. So it was Thor Ragnarok and then Infinity
Yeah.
War and then Endgame.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
So much fighting.
We
But
finished
anyway.
at like 11 o'clock, almost 12.
Yeah.
Because we switched to Disney Plus. The commercials there were too many.
Yeah, the commercials were getting on my nerves.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
so anyway, yep.
Dad, what did you think of the episode?
I actually liked it. I liked how it came together. We got a finish for Falcon. I thought it was excellent. I thought the appearance of the new Captain America was awesome. I like the outfit and the powers that the outfit does. It almost like it reads his mind instead of him actually having to do something. Almost like the Falcon, the old Falcon had the same kind of like movement, and it kind of read his. But this one here, it looked like it seriously like read all of his thoughts, and it just did what he wanted to do. I liked. I'm gonna take that off. Nobody's around. I'm at a table. I liked how the storyline came together, and the one and only thing I can really say about this episode, I was right.
You were. And I remember I was very excited when you were right. I was like, yes. I was very excited.
I was right about WandaVision with a
Skrull.
I was right about Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that Agent Carter is the power broker. And now we see that. So the whole next premise is she's going to start selling secrets. Now we're going to have two friends who she's now back in business, and she's going to start selling state secrets. So this is going to be huge. And is the Winter Soldier and Falcon going to work against her now in the future?
Yeah.
Well, and it opens it up to so many villains.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
It's going to be amazing. I'm so excited.
So, yes, ultimately what I want to say the most is I was right.
So we got to figure out, what is your prediction going to be for Loki? Because now you're just going to have predictions for every show.
I'm going to say...
When we start it, you're going to have to come up with like your
I'm going to have to come up with
prediction.
something on the Loki.
Yeah.
Considering that, basically most of the stuff that I know about Marvel is what I see in the show itself. I don't have a lot of comic book knowledge or background in the comic book knowledge, but I'll watch and I'll just make an assumption. And that's,
okay.
I guess that's how it's going to be.
Real quick, Keith, what's up? Amy, Movie Mania Nick. Hello, everybody. Keith asked if Jeff was dancing. Yes, he was.
Jeff was dancing, and I'll probably.
It was great.
So, next week we're going to meet I don't know what channel, Russ, it would be yours in the schedule. So let us know which way we're going.
Figure something out.
If we do a recap, if we do like a series recap.
Are we planning to do a series recap?
We'll figure that out later, Dad.
Well, then you got to let me know, because
we will.
I'm not going to go back live. I think Jeff's going to go live, and then we have we've got Pete at 6.
Yep.
So, and we'll probably be trying to watch that and do some things around here.
All
so,
right.
guys, thank you for having me on Nerd Talk again, Kens. And guys, thank you for being in the chat. Thank you for supporting me today with my 2 streams. And
you did a great job, Dad.
We did meet somebody, and you got a new subscriber out of it. So.
Okay.
All right. Guys, Angela, Russ, Abby, Kenzie.
See you, Tracy.
Hi, Tracy.
Bye.
Give your mother and my puppy a kiss for me, Kenz.
I will.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. Kenzie, do you miss him? Are you sad?
I do miss him. Bootsy's offended that he didn't mention him, but whatever.
He what?
My cat.
And what about Matt? What about Matt?
Exactly. Yeah. Matt doesn't get any love.
Give Matt a kiss for Jeff.
Yeah. So I have more questions. But did I say what I thought about the episode or no?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. I thought it was amazing. I thought it was great. I'm disappointed that I got absolutely like no Zemo content. I was a little sad. I got like 5 seconds of Zemo.
But
Yes.
but that one scene with him was pretty good. So.
That was
Yeah, it was
amazing,
pretty
yeah.
epic. Yes, yes.
That was awesome. I thought the new suit, I loved the appearance of the new suit. I think everything was wrapped up pretty well. Oh, nice.
Very similar to this suit.
It is very similar.
Who is that?
That's Falcon.
This is the original Falcon.
Okay.
Is that in Disney Infinity?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have those too.
Yeah.
I don't have the Falcon though. I just have
Okay.
I have some of the I have a bunch of the Marvel ones, but I don't have Falcon. I have Rocket and Groot though. So I thought it was really great. I loved how certain things tied up. I like how we have options for new shows, new things to happen. I'm really hoping we see a lot of these characters that were just in the show. I'm hoping we see them in future movies and stuff. But yeah, that's kind of how I feel about it. So here I'm gonna ask some of the questions.
Wait, can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
So is John Walker now good or bad? Like I know they talked about the agent. Is he going to be? Okay, he's still
kind
gray.
of in a place right now, I think.
Because they talked about him going to be a U.S. An agent. So what does that mean?
He is very, very naive.
Okay.
And all he cares about is the fact that he's back in action.
Yeah. Okay.
And he doesn't care who he's working for.
No.
And so I think that you're going to see him be sent out on missions that all he cares about is the mission.
Okay.
He doesn't care about who he's hurting.
Okay.
It's not like an either side thing. It's like an in between.
Okay. Because when she said you're going to be a U.S. agent, I don't know what that means.
He just follows orders. That's all he does.
Kind of like in Star Wars with the bounty hunters, how they're just like told to go after someone whether they're good or bad, and they just like in between.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, the U.S. agent is very much an anti-hero.
Okay.
But not in a good way like
comics. He's very wishy-washy.
Got it. Okay.
Hi, Teresa. Yes, awesome that Falcon got Red Wings.
Yes, Red Wings back.
Mm-hmm. So let's okay. Since we mentioned the new suit, what are our actual opinions about the new suit? How do we think about the look, the features of it? Let's talk about the suit. I love the look. I think it's amazing. It got spoiled for me because there was this thing on TikTok where this guy, I got spoiled for me days before because Hallmark puts out a magazine for their ornaments that they do in the fall, and it basically showed his new suit.
No way. And it said Captain America?
Hallmark had it was his new suit. It was Sam in his new suit. It was the ornament. So that was for me. But still, I think the suit looks amazing. I think the features are awesome. I think the shield itself looks great on it. Like I think it just overall looks amazing.
Yes.
The headpiece is a little weird with the right under the jawline.
And with his ears sticking out.
I like the
like that.
This thing. I don't like this.
Yes.
But I like the glasses, the red glasses. He's always had those.
Yes.
Even in the old Falcon suit. So I think that's great. Russ, what did you think?
I like it. I mean, I think it's cool because it's got all those extra features. I like how, Red Wing is a part of it. I like how the shield fits in it and can launch from it. I'm not the biggest fan of like the all white, but it kind of because it kind of just washes out a little bit on camera. But I like it. I mean, it's just enough like Steve's costume, but not. It's definitely different. Because it wouldn't have worked if it was the blue suit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I don't think it necessarily would have worked if it was red either. I mean, because then it's too much like his old suit. So
Yes.
I think
you
it's
know,
a perfect mix.
I think it works. I mean, I might have, again, my design choice, I might have broken it up a little bit, done something else with the wings or something. I'm not sure, but I think it's nice. I mean, I think it's good, and again, it's definitely okay. Now this is the new Captain America.
Yeah.
So
Nathan, hello, welcome in. Abby and Ange.
Okay, you can go.
I liked that it still had the wings. I liked that it kept the wings in it, and it didn't get rid of that. Because if they got rid of the wings, then it wouldn't have a mix of both. It wouldn't have enough of both. And I think the colors, maybe the white was a little bit overpowering, but at the same time, the blue would be too similar, and the red would be too similar to Falcon. So they kind of just had to blend them together.
Yeah, I liked how the wings give him that extra power that he doesn't have on his own since he's not a super soldier. So, but I like the new suit too.
Awesome. All right. So let's talk about that fragile little shield that Walker made.
You mean the garbage can lid?
Yes. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Walker showing up again. What was our first thought? Because mine was oh no.
Oh geez, that's what I thought.
What was it?
I mean, I knew it was coming. I mean, I knew it was coming. That he had to have his showdown with Callie. I mean, or with Carly. I mean, that's he had to. I mean, I think it's funny that he continually comes into this fight and continually gets beat up.
Yep.
But yet he still comes back, and that's, of course, I mean, that is a part of the Captain America thing, and he still fights, but he's just doing it for the wrong reasons. And so I mean, he's his I think his motives his motives are genuine, but his technique and his methods are way flawed.
I thought it was so funny when he threw that shield, and it just.
Well, yeah, I mean it's just steel. It's not the atom, or it's not the vibranium. So
I thought that was so funny.
Yeah,
that new shield.
Well, and in the comics, it actually the shield he carries has a dent in it. Because it's not the true shield. He's made it himself. So
okay.
What about you guys? How did you guys feel about Walker's reappearance and that little shield?
I thought, oh geez.
Yeah, I thought that he went in there a little bit unprepared. He expected the shield would sustain him enough to take on these people, but then, as you could tell, he wasn't able to fight them as well as he probably thought he was going to be able to with this new shield.
Yeah. Although I did like how he made a good decision. So,
Yeah, and I'll mention that later.
Yeah, but I was just like, oh, here he comes, Yeah,
it was kind of oh gosh.
Just
getting in the middle of stuff. DWG Adventures, hello.
You know how Hulk was doing the whole puny god thing with Loki? Yep. Puny shield.
Yeah. So yeah, I wrote Walker finally did the right thing, or at least tried. He tried his best. Didn't work, but he still tried. You saw that there was that mental dilemma of, do I save these people or do I go after Carly?
Yeah.
And then he did the right thing.
Yes.
Didn't work, but his intentions were there, and that's all that matters.
Right. Exactly.
That was just kind of a thing that I wrote down. How did we feel about his somewhat redemption? Do we feel like he's redeemed himself at all?
I feel like he's getting there. He's sort of kind of getting there. Because he did try to save them, but then the other super soldiers kind of interrupted him, like trying to get the truck back onto the thing. But I think he made the right decision. Even if he didn't want to, he did what was probably best for the people and the van.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think, Russ?
I honestly, I think all he cares about is himself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's very self-centered, and he cares about the way he looks, and in a way, I kind of almost feel like when he made this decision, it's like, well, I can't let these people die.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
It was.
But I don't know. We don't really know what he was thinking. But I mean, I thought it was good that he decided to finally, forget the revenge for the moment to save them. Even though it didn't work. I mean, and obviously it needed to not work, because that's how we had to have Sam come in, and save the day. And so I thought that was cool, the way they did that. But yeah. But I still, I mean, even at the end, he's still, all he cares about is the fact that it's him, and he's still in business,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, well, we can just continue talking about Walker and then be done with him, because I don't like him. What did we think about the new Walker suit? The U.S. agent suit. How did we feel about the appearance of that? Elaine gave him the new suit. I know her name's not Elaine. I just keep calling her that. What did we think about that new suit?
Well, it's the same as the old one. It's just black.
Yeah, the fact that he has this new suit, the fact that he has this new name, what is going to happen with him? Do we think we're going to see him in something else? Is he going to make an appearance in another show?
Yeah, I think he's going to have his own show.
You think?
I feel like he's definitely going to make an appearance in something else, whether it's his own show, a movie he might just be in, or I think we're definitely going to see something with him again.
So there is a rumor, and I guess they're just kind of getting started on it, that they are going to work on another Captain America movie.
I saw that too.
With Sam as Cap, which is good. I mean, because but I feel like that won't be till Phase 5. That is in the works, to where they're starting to write it, and he may play a part in it. He may pop up in something else, just as a side character or something.
Right.
Who knows? I mean, he may show up in Doctor Strange. Who knows? I kind of feel like he is a side character now, more so than the main character that he was.
Yeah.
But I feel like they can use him. And again, if he's going to be working with whatever agency is there now, then he's going to be their muscle. And so that's because you got to think now, he's the only, other than Isaiah, he's the only super soldier, and Bucky, the only super soldiers around now.
Mm-hmm.
They're the only 3 that are there, and so
that we know of. Right?
I feel like they've ended that, because Zemo killed all the rest of them.
Yep.
That was his mission.
About that.
Oh, okay.
I wrote something down about that.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We'll just have to wait and see what happens. He may show up on a new episode of Friends or something. So.
All right. So, how did we feel about the confirmation about Sharon? Where do we think this is going to go? I know you mentioned something like this opens up new villains. What do you think that's going to open up to?
Well, I mean, basically,
Pat asked about it too.
It's not necessarily one person, but I mean, it opens it up, because it opens it up to technology that can be given away. So, weapons can happen, for different people, different projects can show up, for different people. I mean, it could be something even bigger than that, as a way to introduce the X-Men or something. Who knows? It's very broad and open. But I mean, with Sharon as the power broker, because the power broker has always kind of been a behind the scenes character anyway, as the one who sends out the villain, and so she's not necessarily the bad guy, herself. She's just in it to make the money and to get back at the government. and this is now her way of doing it. So I feel like it's going to open up a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, DWG.
and
Was
they'll use her as a, well, the power broker told me this, or the, you know,
Mhm.
the power broker.
Yeah.
Again, it may not be that we see her, we just hear about her, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
So can I ask a stupid question? Has the power broker been in like movies and stuff too, and I just missed it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, this is the first time we've seen the power broker.
Okay, I didn't know if maybe she was behind or that role. Maybe Sharon wasn't in it, but there was a power broker role that existed that I just was not aware of.
Well, DWG, you know, she says when I took you in, like she says all these things. Like she already knows who Carly is. She confirms that she was betrayed by Carly. They betrayed the power broker. She is talking about how she has all these clients. She calls someone like, yeah, she's a power broker. It was confirmed. She just didn't say, yeah, I'm the power broker.
She didn't say the words, but yeah, it was definitely
it was confirmed.
Confirmed. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So all the super soldiers are dead. But we see that there are still people who support the Flag Smashers out there. Do we think they're going to make another appearance?
I don't think so. Mainly because the GRC decided to reverse their decision. I feel like, I mean, they may still be around, but I think that the GRC is going to be more working with them rather than against them, you know what I mean? So I feel like eventually that it will settle down. Because, I mean, the whole speech at the end with Sam, I mean, and I love that speech. I mean, that was that whole speech is, you know, talking about, well, if you continue down the path you're on, then it will get worse. And you don't want Flag Smashers 2.0.
Yeah.
And so that's, you know, that's the thing. It's going to be, I feel like that they're going to dissolve and, you know, it'll be okay. So.
Yeah.
Brian, yeah, I know. I'm saying the super soldiers from the Flag Smashers are dead. We know that Bucky, and,
yeah, he came in. He came in late after that. So.
Yeah, and Walker are still super soldiers.
And Isaiah.
Yep, Isaiah. But Isaiah's not an active like fighting.
Right.
Yeah.
Super soldier.
He's kind of retired.
So super soldiers, that doesn't get passed down to like their children or anything, right?
No, because they weren't like born with it. It was something that they were like injected. We
It's
learned
not
about this in
genetics.
biology.
You learned about the super soldiers?
No, about like what features are passed on in genetics and whatnot. Like if you cut your hair, your child's not to be born with short hair.
Well, yeah, but I didn't know if that
like
serum actually, if it was just in there, like how if it actually interacted supposedly with their DNA or whatever. I don't know what it does. So okay,
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, Garrett, that would have been fun to see.
It would have, yeah. Some people were hoping that Cap was going to show up, like old Cap. Some people were hoping that he was going to show up.
Oh wow!
I wanted him to show up.
Back John Walker.
Well, I mean, again, I feel like they kind of did confirm that he is dead. I mean, that's you know, I do like the line where the guy's like, "That's Captain America. I thought he was on the moon."
Yeah, I love that part. It was a good callback to like what the first episode. Yeah, like that's great. So I'm going like really fast through these questions.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
The whole thing with we haven't talked about Bucky at all. Yeah.
Yes.
So Bucky finally told the guy that he killed his son. Do we think he should have done that? Like, is that something he like? I don't know. The way that I was kind of looking at it was that, you know, and I don't know. I understand why he did it. It was just like I felt bad because like it was kind of like it was really upsetting, you know, with him finding out, you know, this guy he had become friends with killed his son. Like a part of me felt like he shouldn't have done it. I don't know.
See, what I thought was, I think it was good for both Bucky and the guy because the guy was finally able to move on. I feel like if he had not told him, he would have been stuck because like he didn't know what happened to his son. All he knew is that he didn't come back, and like he was probably dead. So I feel like to get the clarification of what happened kind of put him at ease. And then with Bucky, I feel like that allowed him to finally like let go of the Winter Soldier part of himself.
Yeah.
And to finally be free from that.
Some closure. I know. But I did feel good about when he walked by, he looked in the restaurant, that guy was the, I keep calling him that guy, but I don't remember his name, but he was there.
He seemed okay.
Yeah, he's healing and,
accepting what it was.
The whole scene was kind of rushed to me. I mean, it
was.
It was. That's how I felt.
I feel like there was more to the scene where they're talking, but they cut it. But at the same time, yeah, I mean, I agree with you guys. It's he wants to. The whole reason he kept that shrine going was he didn't know what happened to him. He didn't know where his son was, whether he was alive or dead or what.
Yeah.
And so, and this gave him that closure and helped him to move on. And I do feel like because he had the relationship with Bucky that he did, he's able to forgive Bucky.
Okay.
Yes.
So I don't feel like there's any animosity there. I mean, it's obviously because he knows Bucky's story. He knows kind of where he came from and what he does. I mean, we don't know that for sure, but I feel like that's what he knows because when they meet at the door and he, says, "Hey, come in before somebody calls the cops," everybody, he knows that he's the Winter Soldier, and so, but then when he says, "Well, it was me," so he knows who the Winter Soldiers were.
Yes.
I feel so.
But then he said the Winter Soldier killed him, which was me.
Yeah.
He wanted to very emphasize the
it was me. Well, he said that a Winter Soldier, because you remember in Civil War, that's where we first we know that there were other Winter Soldiers.
Okay.
And that's where I think he understands that there were more than one. And then that's when he says that, okay, well, yeah, and it was me. And
Yeah. And then he said why, and Bucky said, "I had no choice."
Yep.
And then they cut it, and we don't know how much time went between the two, that and him walking out the door, but he might have said, they might have sat there for 2 hours, and Bucky could have broken down and said, I look back on it, whatever, and maybe
I just wish
worked
it
through
wasn't so short.
Yeah, I felt like it was a little rushed. Like, I killed your son. I'm sorry. Bye.
But like I said, they didn't show it. But they're, you could, if it helps you feel better, because I know I get tied to it too. Maybe they talk for 2 hours, and he, so.
And what, Russ?
I was just gonna say, read Will's question.
Yep. It should have been Captain America and the White. I think that would have been the best way.
Yes.
And that
I just got a chill when we said that.
Amazing.
Well, that might be the next movie. Who knows?
Yes.
I just thought I thought that was great showing at the end with the Captain America part though. I saw something online that I thought was interesting about the line, it wasn't my choice, like something like I didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a throwback. I don't remember which movie it was from. It was a really rushed thing that I read because I was in the middle of doing something, but it was like really rushed that I saw it. But there's a part, I think it might have been in Civil War, where like Steve and Buck are talking, and Steve tells him, "You didn't have a choice." So he's kind of like reiterating this idea that Steve told him, like, because obviously he feels guilt for everything that he did. He feels like that's all of his fault. Well, and then Steve told him, "You have to remember, you didn't have a choice." So he's keeping that in his head. He's remembering that what Steve told him.
Yes.
I thought
that's
that
a great
really
point.
interesting thing.
Yeah, because that's going to help Bucky heal, I think. Just if he believes that, if he really believes that, then he can start to heal from there. That it wasn't his fault, that he had no choice. So that's a good point. That should make you feel better too, Ken.
I thought it was a very interesting thing.
Yeah, I agree.
It's
one of your questions, how did we feel about Carly dying?
It wasn't because I didn't care.
Ha!
It wasn't a question because it didn't really have any type of emotional feeling for me. I had no feelings about it.
I cannot believe. So did you think she really was going to, she would have
I
shot
think she
Sam?
would have. I think
I
she went
think
off the
she
deep
would.
end. I really do.
That's a shame.
I tried to feel for her. I tried to understand where she was coming from in the last few streams. I could not do it.
Yeah, I mean, she
went off the deep end.
Yes, it seemed like she really would have done it had Sharon not gotten her first.
Yeah.
And then he's holding her and she looks up at him and says, I'm sorry. Like, sorry for what? Like, I almost killed you. Sorry for all the people. Are you really sorry? Like, it was just a really hard scene for me. I just didn't. Yeah.
Oh, Mike Wheeler's here.
I got it more. I mean, I understood Carly, I think, a little bit more. You know, she was passionate about what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think she was, you know, she totally believed in the cause and thought that there was no other way to change the world. And she thought that the best way, and because of everything that happened within this episode, things got escalated. And, you know, the decisions that she was making, you know, and even her other flag smashers were, you know,
that's what. Yeah.
Yes.
They were surprised.
Yes, they're looking at her like, "Are you nuts?"
At the fact that she was so invested that she was ready to die for it, and I feel like that's the thing, because she understood that by she was going to become a martyr, and and she was ready for that, and so because she felt like even her death would strengthen the cause, but the only reason that didn't happen, I feel, is that because of Sam's speech at the end.
Yes, I
and
agree.
The world sees that.
Yes, yes.
But I do feel like Carly was sorry because of everything that she felt she had to do. She, you know, she's all the way through. I don't think she had really had the intention of wanting to kill Sam.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but Sam was in her way. And so that's why they were fighting. And so, but Sam, you know, wouldn't fight back.
Right.
So,
right.
you know, that's where I feel, I mean, the emotions is there. I mean, I think, you know, that really, and that's why I think I've kind of identified a little bit more with the flag smashers, because I see, you know, because they're the ones that are being hurt by the government. They're the ones that are being, you know, tied down and have no power. Right. And this is the only way that they can say, hey, we're here, help us. You know?
Yeah. I thought it was interesting too when she said she was going to kill, the hostages would have to die.
Yeah.
And even they all looked at her like, and then she said one world, and they wouldn't say one people right away. They were looking at her like, and then she says, one world, you know?
Yeah. I just feel like she really went off the deep end in this episode. Like the part where she was like screaming at Sam to fight back, and I was like, oh my God. Please stop. Like it's like I understand where, like I said, I understand where she's coming from, and I understand where the flag smashers were coming from, but it just felt more like a tantrum.
Yeah.
Well,
when she was screaming at him to fight back like that, it was just aggravating.
I feel like when she's, you know, she wanted him to fight back because she wanted a reason to be fighting.
Yeah.
You know, because I still don't feel like she wanted to really do it, but she felt it was the necessary action. You know, even in the going back several episodes where, you know, they're standing out there casing the GRC warehouse, and they're talking about how she wanted to be a school teacher. You know, and that she hoped that her life would have been totally different. Well, then the snap happened. You know, and the world changed, and so she had to become something that she didn't want to be in order to survive. And I think that's where she's taken it a little too far now. And this is the only way she feels that she can, you know, save her people.
Right. Right.
Real quick, Pam's fam, welcome in. Mike Wheeler, William, hello. I just wanted to say hi to the people who came in.
So I have another question too. When they all got in the van and the Navy guy said, one world, one people to those guys getting in, do you think he was on their side and he was just in costume, or was he behind that bombing?
No,
What do
the
you
guy,
think?
He was with them because
The
remember when
person
she
who
called
bombed-
people?
the person who bombed the truck that
Was
had all
Zemo.
of them in it was Zemo's guy.
He was
Okay.
his butler.
Okay. But when the
Zemo's
guy
butler.
loaded them in, he was a flag smasher then?
He was one of those
He-
people that they called and they were like, "We need your help" or whatever. He was one
He-
of those people that
Okay.
just
Yeah,
happened to
he
be a
wasn't
flag
one of
smasher.
the super soldiers, but he believed in the cause.
He
On
was
the
somebody
co-
who
And he
believed in
happened
the
to
cause.
work for like
I thought he was Navy or something.
He was. I think he
Well,
was
he was-
part of the
he was
Navy, but he
GRC.
also believes in the cause.
believed in the flag
He was
smasher.
GRC.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And then that's why he was like letting them go. But then
Well, he
Zemo
wasn't letting them go.
felt
I think he was doing what he was supposed to be doing with them, loading them up. But yeah,
yeah, and then he was gonna let them go.
just to
like,
let them
leave.
know, yeah, how he felt, I guess, before they left. Okay.
Okay, so there was the part this really stood out to me, where Carly was on the phone with Bucky and she goes, "Have you ever fought for something bigger than yourself?" Girl, he fought Thanos' army twice. What are you talking about? It made me so mad. I was like, girl, he has fought for so much.
But
He's been alive for so long, fighting for
You
so
know-
many different things.
you know that entire conversation was just as distracting.
I know, but it was just aggravating to hear her say it because
Yeah.
he has so many times. And it just aggravated me so much.
Yeah.
Like it was ridiculous. And I
Yeah,
know
I feel like she was pushing his buttons, you know.
Oh yeah, totally.
She was trying to keep him
that Bucky was
distracted enough
annoyed.
Yeah. So they could.
like get
He had
people
one
in and
job,
out.
right?
Yeah, well, that's what Carter says later.
Yeah.
She's like, Bucky, you had one job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What,
So like
what
I
did
said,
what did you think of the like? Well, I was going to go back to Sharon here, and this is just
Mhm.
a quick question, but obviously she's the power broker.
Yeah.
What do you think about the fact that she kills like 3 people in this episode, and Sam and Bucky don't do anything about it?
Oh, I don't remember her killing people. I don't remember that
So
part.
she killed.
She killed
Carly?
Batroc. She killed Lennox, the big guy.
Oh,
with the-
okay.
The mercury vapor thingy.
Yes.
And then she kills Carly. 3 people.
Oh, well, she was okay. She was killing the flag smashers, the super soldiers.
Right.
So
But
she
they
was
weren't-
probably trying to just
But
take
they
out
weren't
super soldiers like
killing
Zemo.
anybody.
Yeah.
What?
They weren't killing anybody.
No, I know. I think it was her ulterior motive as the power broker was to
Well,
get
right.
rid of the super soldiers.
Right. But that's where
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, why are Sam and Bucky not questioning that?
Yeah. Like, wow, she's really on a killing spree.
Yeah.
Who was the first one she killed? I'm trying to remember.
Batroc.
Who
Well,
was
no. The first one she killed was the big guy. She bumps into the guy and put that
Yeah.
little vapor
Oh, that
thing on
thing.
him.
Well, I
Yes.
think she just really doesn't. I think she doesn't have the same morals as Bucky and Sam.
Well, yeah.
Really
obviously.
here.
No,
Yeah.
this is just something that I'm playing devil's advocate a bit.
I think they
Oh, yeah.
know too that she's not like as she used to be too, because like obviously they know that she was like kind of cut out of Shield and was kind of left on her own, and she had to fend for herself. Because later, then when they go visit her at her house and everything, they see her and she's like not totally the same in the way that she finds people and everything.
Mhm.
So I think they kind of know that she's not going to be the same person when fighting, and I think they kind of just have to accepted it almost.
Well, and two, I would see, I guess now that the Batroc and the Carly thing was kind of more self-defense looking when it really wasn't, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
the standard might be. So.
And like Will just said, I didn't see what spurred her killing Batroc. You could have assumed it was self-defense, like with
Yeah,
Carl.
true.
Yeah.
John Walker and Jack Daniel should have no problems finding dates. Yeah, I think Sharon's gonna be pretty interesting, and we're gonna like as viewers, whenever the power broker is mentioned, we're gonna be the only ones who know who that's in reference to now.
Yeah.
They don't know who the power broker is. They don't know who Sharon is. So
Right.
I think it'll be really interesting, like as the audience, like we know.
And less down the road, she becomes a heavier player, and they have to stop her.
Wow.
That could happen.
no, it's 2 bars.
Oh, okay.
4 bars.
All right, we're
And
okay.
then- yeah, I had said something like Sharon has a full part, and are we going to get a movie about her? But I think, like you said, she's going to be kind of like a thing that is mentioned.
Yeah, and I mean, and she may surface again later on, and they may have to stop her. But yeah, I kind of do. I feel like she'll be a behind the scenes type.
Okay.
Because now she has all these inside secrets. Yeah.
She's the support for all the bad guys.
She has all these inside secrets about S.H.I.E.L.D. and the government now because she's back as an agent again. Yeah. So she can do what she wants with the stuff that she knows. Yeah.
Yeah.
So do we think, how Bucky, I was thinking when she gave him that phone, when he said it was Carly and she handed him that phone, is that how he had the app on his phone then?
No, that was a lady that she had the app.
It was a random lady.
It was a random lady in the office.
Okay.
At the GRC who handed him the phone.
Oh,
and then he still had that phone.
Okay. Okay.
Pam.
I was wondering how he ended up with the app, but maybe that's something we'll never know, right? Because he ended up with the app. He said, "Oh, this is a good app." Like he was able to trick them into coming.
He had it on that phone
phone that was handed to him.
Yeah.
Had the app on it.
It had the app on. Okay, that's what I was thinking. So it's a good thing that Carly, had him get that phone, right? Because he wouldn't have had that app. Yeah.
Yeah, when the three of them were going down with Sam, Walker, and Bucky, I was trying to figure out who the third person was because I hadn't realized that Walker was still there. So I was like, who is this other person? I cannot figure it out.
I thought it was kind of interesting, again, to prove that she was kind of like the power broker, was the fact that she knew the Flag Smasher's whistle. She knew the whistle to do it to trick Carly. And
she's the one that trained them. She's the one that made them who they were. So
yeah.
Crazy.
Interesting.
My last question was more towards Russ because I know Ange doesn't care about it, and I don't know how Abby feels about it. But what did we think overall of the fight scenes, just in general, like how the fight scenes went? Because I've seen plenty of movies where they have horrible fight scenes. So how opinions about the fight scenes in general?
I thought they were good. I mean, the stunt team that makes these movies are top notch. I mean, they're obviously George St. Pierre is Batroc. He's an MMA fighter, so that whole scene was excellent because it's real. It's and I enjoyed that because it was two guys. Again, remember the first time we see Batroc, he's fighting Cat. And he's a super soldier, well, this time it's two regular guys fighting. Obviously Sam has the shield and the wings, but he's getting his butt kicked. And it takes the motivation that Sam has to get past him to finally get away from him. But I thought that was a good scene. All of the stuff with the Flag Smashers, the scene where Walker's getting pounded on, and then Bucky comes through and saves him with the launch off of the
that was amazing.
Motorcycle was cool, and all
they
of that.
They always have him do crazy stuff with motorcycles.
Yeah. But all of that stuff and fighting with the beam and the heavy stuff, I thought that was well done and it didn't look fake,
Yeah. Yeah, Brian.
So, Sam doesn't have the serum, so he's just a normal dude. I do feel like though that the suit, is similar to Black Panther's suit to where it protects him. And it's, obviously he got hit by a helicopter.
Yeah, it is vibranium, so
he got hit, and I do feel like he's safe there, as far as that goes. But
I
thought it was great. So
the number of vibranium suits is starting to grow. We just keep getting more and more of those vibranium suits.
And of course that also I feel is gonna, we may see U.S. Agent and Sharon in Black Panther. Because they tie together. So obviously in here the Wakandans, tied it together there. So we might see them in the next Black Panther also. So.
Brian has a question for Russ.
I don't think so, Brian. I don't think Blue Marvel is going to be anything, a part of anything, because he doesn't fit into anything now. So I know there was talk of that back for WandaVision, but I don't think Blue Marvel will make an appearance.
Okay.
Abby, what did you think about the fight scenes?
I thought they were pretty good. The one thing that I didn't quite like were all the stunts that Sam was doing. Like, I know he learned how to do all these, but I feel like the flips and the cartwheels and all like the special jumps were like a little excessive. I didn't feel like it kind of fit him.
You mean like when he's fighting Carly?
Yeah, when he's fighting Carly and he keeps
Yeah.
doing like flips and turns and jumps and all this stuff, like you could kind of tell that it's almost like a stunt person.
Yeah.
Well,
Because
well,
the
it
Falcon
obviously
doesn't
is.
really
It's not-
have that.
It's not Anthony Mackie, but
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But what I mean is like it doesn't seem as real as other fight scenes with his like stunt person do.
Yeah.
In the sense that I feel like these too many flips aren't really like Falcon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
he's changing though.
the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Instagram actually has been posting a lot of behind the scenes stuff. If you haven't checked that out, I suggest that you do, because they've been posting a lot about their stunt doubles and stuff.
Okay.
They're not replacing Chadwick. They're not
Yeah.
replacing him as Black Panther. We're not getting T'Challa again. He's
No.
not returning the character. I'm pretty sure Shuri is becoming Black Panther. That was
I think she will become. I think she will become an interim Black Panther, and there's a possibility that someone else might take it, or
they're not replacing the character of T'Challa, which I think is important.
This is a good opportunity for the White Wolf to take a step up too. So,
yeah, because I found it interesting when we were watching. I think it was either Endgame or Infinity War when they were going to give Bucky his arm. T'Challa did say something about the White Wolf. He did call Bucky like the White Wolf.
Yeah, he said he's had enough rest or whatever.
The White Wolf is ready to like.
Well, and
come back
he
out
calls
or
himself the White Wolf in like the second episode too. So.
Yes, yes.
So I definitely think that he's going to try to take on that name somehow.
Yeah.
There have been, memes or just fake, things going around of him in a white Black Panther costume.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Like edits, almost.
Yeah.
But I think for me, what I think would be the best way to go about it would be Shuri, because I think that would just be amazing. Because I think that actress is amazing, and like with her intelligence, and being the Black Panther, she'd be amazing.
Yeah.
And that happens in the comics too. Of course, there are several women who could do it, and honestly, I feel it would be a cool idea to maybe give it to Shuri, but then also not necessarily just her be the Black Panther, but you make it all of these women, and make it a team thing. So.
All right, so we've got about 8 minutes left. We can kind of wrap up all that stuff. I know I have a stream at 4:30 tomorrow. I have to talk to Dad, but I'm pretty sure we're going to do something with him being in the parks. I have to talk to him about it. And then I know Dad is going to be on with, I think Jeff's going live after this. And then I know Pete's the recognition show is at 6:00 today, so make sure you go watch that. That's going to be awesome. And what else? I'm just trying to wrap up all the stuff for me and Dad. I think, do we have pizza stream this week, Ange?
We can. Yeah, I mean, we're due if you want to. We can.
Okay, so we'll talk about that. And I think Dad has his Thursday stream at 4. Yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else. I don't have you is book club started yet?
Yeah, book club's on Mondays at 3.
I thought that was on Tuesdays.
Well, they moved it.
Oh, okay. All right. So Mondays
it's
at
Mondays.
3.
It's Mondays now, so it's before you.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So I think that's it for me. Ange?
So like you said, Jeff will be live shortly. I think he's going to go live after they have dinner. And then tomorrow morning he will be at Magic Kingdom. So apparently the TTA is open again. So I'm sure he'll be riding that. And then he'll be with your dad. And then Tuesday we have a food video coming out, and then Jeff will be home. He will be back in Pittsburgh. So who knows what will happen? Abby's happy. Who knows what will happen for Dreaming with a Mouse on Thursday? I'm not sure what we'll do for that.
I'm excited because next week's my birthday.
Oh yeah, and Abby's birthday's coming up, so she's excited.
It's next week.
Next
exactly
week.
next week, next
Yes.
Sunday. I'm
Oh
very
boy,
excited.
she's
That's
excited.
exciting. Dad's is coming up too.
Okay.
Let me look
Yeah.
at the calendar real quick.
Russ just had a birthday, but
Yeah,
we won't
Dad-
remind him because I don't know. Do you care about birthdays, Russ? I know when you hit a certain age like me, I don't like to talk about my birthday, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I
Dad's,
had a fun birthday though. So
good.
Dad's birthday is next week too, so
Okay.
exciting.
Grandma's is coming up too.
Yeah.
So Russ, I don't know if you're planning on continuing anything right now. You can
Well,
talk about.
I mean, I was gonna say I can talk about it a little bit. I mean, so I'm taking a break right now, and so probably right now, as of right now, you'll only see me on Nerd Talk. Just got a lot of stuff that I'm dealing with right now. Trying to get a job, just a bunch of things. So for right now, the Saturday show is going away. If I'm able to go out and do something and I'm, feel like streaming, then I might do a pop-up stream or something like that. There may still be some random videos that I put up. I'm not going away. I just got to I've got to reprioritize.
Reboot. Yeah.
And work on some things. So until further notice, don't look for me on the live place because I'm not on there anymore. But like I said, I'm not going away. I'm just taking a step back. So I won't be hosting Nerd Talk
Okay.
for a while. So next Sunday, and we can talk about this after we're done. But so next Sunday, it'll be on one of the other channels. But I'll still be around. So. But yeah, I appreciate everybody's support, and everything. And I've gotten several messages from people, and I really appreciate that. Also, I just ask that you, maybe, Kenzie's computer died. Okay. I wonder where she went. I would just ask, to, respect my privacy. I'm not going to answer all your questions. So, that kind of a thing. But I do really appreciate the support. Just be patient with me and I'll, you'll still see me. So, but yeah. So, but I do have, a few little things that, I am working on still, but I've slowed down. So reprioritizing. So,
yeah. But
yeah.
Yeah. I hear you. So yeah, sometimes you just gotta do that. So Yep.
So we can't end the stream.
No. So but we could talk about the fact that I'm not in Florida. You are. How's the weather down there?
It's nice right now. It's let's see. It is 82 degrees. It's been nice for the last several days. Actually, it rained on. I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't remember. It rained one day, like a lot, but it rained on my birthday all day. That's what it is.
Did it?
It stormed all day long.
So, do you want to share a little bit about what you did on your birthday, or did you have your burger? Did you have your burger?
I did. So I went. So I got to meet up, and I went and picked up Mike Wheeler, and we went and picked up Dawn and Kylie at the airport, and took them to Pop Century, and we got to Pop, got them into their room, and then it downpoured. And it was a lot of rain. We got soaked.
Oh, jeez.
But we just ate lunch there at Pop, and then because of the storms, the Skyliner wasn't running, so we got on a bus and went over to where did we go? Went over to Magic Kingdom. Okay. And then we decided to take a boat we decided to ride the monorail till it stopped raining.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
sorry about that.
So we did that, and then we went over to Wilderness Lodge and ate at Geyser Point, and then
Nice.
just had a fun evening, and then we finally did get to ride the Skyliner.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
but yeah, we took every form of transportation you can that day. So,
and Mike was with you the whole time?
Mike was with us the whole day. Yeah.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's nice.
So it was fun.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
All right, so sorry about that, guys. My computer died. I had no idea it was dying.
That happens.
No, Brian, I haven't got a new job, so.
So, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm glad you were on, Russ. It was a great time getting to talk about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, Surf Bum the episode from Friday was the last episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
And then Loki starts June 11th. So
Woot, woot.
counting down the days.
I'm excited.
What do we give it a scale from 1 to 10? The entire series. I give it a 7.
Comparing to WandaVision, you mean?
Well, yeah, sure. Why not?
7.5.
I give WandaVision a 10, but anyway, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I gave WandaVision a 9 out of 10, and I'm giving this probably a 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say 7.
7. Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm gonna be disappointed if Loki's not good.
Yeah, Abby's looking forward to Loki too.
There's no way it won't be good because Tom Hiddleston will be in it. So even if it's not good, it'll still be good because it's Tom.
I cried when he died.
Yeah, so Abby was by herself in the other room last night, and I hear, "Can I have a tissue?" And I'm like, "What happened?" She goes, "Loki just died." And I said, "Was it really that sad?" She's like, "Thanos." He's like, "He choked him out." I'm like,
okay, well, it's sad because this time you know that it's not like fake. Because in the
That
Thor
version
movie, he
of Loki.
faked it,
yeah.
but
That
like
version
he's
of Loki is
actually
gone.
and then the ship blows up.
Yeah. Anyway.
So thank you guys so much for being here. Love you all. It was a great time. I'll see you guys in the next streams. Bye.
Bye.